Uh, Hello everyone, and I just saw the Terminator Genesis trailer, and this is basically, my thoughts on what it is, and I was going into this trailer very, very kind of like, I don't really care where it goes, because I don't like the third or fourth one that much. Actually, I don't like the fourth one all that much. The third one is like a bit of a guilty pleasure. The first two are just unbelievable classics within their own right. The first one was amazing. The second one is one of my all-time favorite films. And as soon as the trailer ended, I'm just like, yeah, wow. I'm just like, yeah, I feel it now. I feel like Terminator can come back. It can come back from the 2009 piece of shit film, which I really don't like at all. But I'm really, really happy with the way this trailer looks. Basically, it looks like, in the future, like, how it would be like the exposition from the first one, like with Kyle racing, I was sent back from the future mankind who was led by your son, and he sent me back to save you, so that you can have a kind of a retribution type of lifting into like the wave of the Terminator franchise story goes, and basically it goes back like that. But as soon as the trailer shows within his own right is like he trying to find it kind of shows like the reviving of the first like 10-15 minutes of the first Terminator film. And like he kind of wakes up and he's in like an alleyway or something like that. He sees the police car pull up, and then like he goes to the store and he pulls out some clothes. Then all of a sudden a truck just drives in and smashes it. Smashes a police officer, smashes into a police officer that's looking for him. And it's actually Sarah Connor is like, "Hey, I've been looking for you. You come with me if you want to live." I'm just like, did you really have to say that? Like, this isn't the Expendables. You don't have to put in that hilarious sort of fan service. Save it for the Expendables. Those type of movies need that. But in this something like this, you want to keep that restraint for like quoting the other films, which by the way they do that again within the later of the trailer. But at the point when she kind of comes in, she's like, "Come with me, want to live." It seems like I'm like, whoa, like I didn't know this is coming. It seems like she was kind of prepared, or she knew something like this would have happened. And it's like, hey, come with me. I'll try to explain to you what's happening. And Carl would talk to her, and it's just like, holy shit. And then you like how you see in the beginning of the trailer before they send Carl Reese back, you see some shots of what the hell's his name? Not Gary Oldman. Son of a bitch. Over here. Fucking computer. Fucking computer piece of shit. Oh yeah, it basically shows like whatever. It shows like when they get Kyle Reese going back, and he's played by Jerry Courtney, which I'm like, okay, he looks alright, he seems alright. And of course we're just like, we see Terminator played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which by the way he looks great in the film. He looks great. And then you also get to see actually a younger type of version of Sarah Connor, played by I'm looking right here, Emilia Clarke. And I'm just like, okay, she can do a good job, I guess. Like the point was like they meet up within the trailer, and then they kind of like take it from that point view on. I'm just like, wow, they really did, for me at least, throw me a twist that I did not see coming. And this is kind of like, I knew you were coming. She's like, by the way, also this with me, and he's kind of like driven me aware, and he's trying to protect me and all. And it's just like, holy shit. The Terminator is kind of like paired up with her and him. So it's kind of like Kyle Reese, Sarah Connor, and the Terminator that's kind of looking for her. Like, is this kind of like not established already? Like, we, excuse me. But it looks like we don't know for sure, but it looks like there's like a bit of a conflict with the Terminator that played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it feels like a mix between the first two Terminators, but I doubt that this movie will top the first two. Like, the first two are classics within their own right. But it looks like it's trying to mishmash the stories from the first two films together, so you can have this whole rounded feeling for it, which I kind of really do admire, and it looks really great. And there's some pretty epic shots within the trailer that really do good. Some of the effects at times look really great, and some of them don't look that good at all. They look pretty bad, but I'm still like, wow, they're not as good as the effects were in the Star Wars teaser trailer. I'm just saying that in comparison to like this, to like the Terminator Genesis trailer, the Star Wars teaser trailer, and the Jurassic Park trailer, is that I would say this is probably the least, because it's above all things. Even though I do think this trailer does look great, above all things, it's still, in my view, is not as going to be as memorable as a Jurassic Park one, or as just iconic or upliftingly, brilliantly feeling like how the Star Wars did for me. So in the end, I feel like this trailer was like a good piece of fan service. It's kind of like revived the last two that weren't so great. But it's kind of still like being its own little thing, but it's kind of like, you know, tributing the others. It's kind of like the trailer with Star Trek with Star Wars, where it seems like it's trying to do its own little thing, but still paying homage and respect to the originals, which I still really admire, and I really like it for doing that. And for me, I was just really impressed, because I came in this, like I said before, I came in this trailer totally skeptical, but in the end, I turned out to be very surprised by this trailer, and I kind of do have a bit of faith for Terminator Genesis next year. Is it like my most anticipated, like top 5 or anything? Not really, but I will say it definitely seems like now one of them. I mean, I'm not the most anticipated movie next year, but I sure will keep an eye out for it. Till then, everyone, in the end, I will say Terminator Genesis, in my view, I came into it quite skeptical, much more a bit skeptical, but I turned out in the end to be really surprised by it. Even though it doesn't, I would definitely say, in my view, it's definitely worth it checking out. Which, well, by the way, everyone, I will provide a link down below in my description box for you to see. Till then, everyone, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you within the next video. And remember, stay strong.